Joining me now, member of both the Intelligence and Homeland Security Committees, Senator James Lankford. Senator, great to have you with us tonight.
Great to be with you, Luke.
This is some night. I personally am expecting something of a stem winder from the president. How about you?
We're waiting to be able to see that. We understand the tone that he's going to bring out is a tone of reconciliation for the nation and a tone to be able to reach out to all people, but then to be able to actually firmly set the agenda. And so we'll see what it is. We know he's capable of not only writing a speech, reading a speech, but also ad-libbing during the speech. And so we'll see what it looks like.
Yeah, you know, and as you talk about the president, what he is capable of, he's also capable of showing Republicans how to win elections. He did it on November 8th, and where some people were talking about losing control of the Senate with this president being successful on November 8th, it's clear that his coattails did spread to a lot of the country. This is a president also who is meeting so much resistance and obstruction within his own party that some of them are beginning to look like they should be with the other folks in the not so loyal opposition. The opposition is having its way on a number of issues. Are we going to see the Republican Party in the Senate and in the House fall in line behind this president's agenda? And it is his agenda, not the better way nonsense in the House, Ryan, that carried the day. I mean, it's really breathtaking to watch.
So what we'll watch and see is the agenda being laid out. Right now it's early, as you know, in the presidency, but the president has laid out a lot of different set of ideas and kind of white paper type notes to say, I want to go this direction. The key will be actually find the time to actually put a policy proposal out there, everybody to be able to work together to get it done. As you know, the president represents the entire country. Each of us that are elected actually represent our state. We don't work for the president, we work for the people, but we work together to be able to solve the problems. So I don't have any question that the president, when he actually brings forward ideas, will work together to be able to solve those ideas because we share so much common ground. We'll be able to get it done. But right now it's just getting the actual practical proposal done, and that's the big issue.
As you say, you don't work for the president, but the inverse corollary doesn't apply, does it? Sometimes the Senate works against it. And that's where there has to be a tempering, I believe, of some of the expectations and ambitions of some of the leadership. Would you not agree?
I would agree. This is something we got to be able to work together. There was a poll that I saw today that said 73% of the people think that the parties need to be able to work together to be able to work with the president to be able to resolve the national issues. Couldn't agree more. We've got issues of debt, deficit, national defense, national security, regulatory issues, economic growth. We've got all kinds of issues that we've got to deal with as a nation. There's no reason that we shouldn't work together to be able to resolve those things, especially in the situation we're in right now with a big Republican majority in the House, a small Republican majority, but a majority in the Senate, and a Republican president.
Right. And today, Dan Coates, former Senator Dan Coates, on the Hill for your committee. How did he do? How does it look for his confirmation? Your thoughts?
I don't think Dan Coates is going to have any issue in his confirmation to be the Director of National Intelligence. He has great respect in the Senate among his colleagues, both Republicans and Democrats alike. He was always seen as a fair-minded, conservative person. Dan Coates came and gave great testimony today. I think he'll step into that role and have that role of coordinating 17 different intelligence agencies in just the next couple of weeks. So for this moment, at least, it looks like we had some bipartisan agreement. We'll be able to keep it going with some good conservative leaders in the future, we hope.
And Senator, the leaks that have been in this administration, the president thinks they are Obama administration holdovers. Principally, your thoughts about the importance of shutting down those leaks to preserve national security?
Yeah, leaks are essential to be able to shut down, regardless of where they come from. This is something the Obama president dealt with before. You remember well that there were all kinds of leaks coming during the Obama White House, and President Obama had to try to clamp down on his own groups to try to get some of these leaks stopped. But it's important because if leaks start coming out, That means our allies won't cooperate with us on intelligence gathering because they're afraid those things will get out into the media. That means individual sources and methods that we typically would use can't be shared and can't be opened up. So it does affect our national security every time there's a leak. And it's clear that these leaks were targeted to try to hurt President Trump. It's clear these were individuals that are somewhere within the entity, whether it's the old White House, because most of these issues were raised during the old White House time period or in that transition time. We don't know who yet or where they came from, but we do have to address it because it's not only a criminal act to be able to do that, but it's also an issue where it hurts us long term.
Senator, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy the address and it meets your expectations. Senator James Lankford, who is, I think, certainly among the most capable of the senators on Capitol Hill. Great to have you with us, Senator.
Thanks, Lou. I hope you get in a spot where you don't get arrested. All I can hear is sirens around you all the time, so I hope you're secure.
You know, we've had, it's all the big shots going to the joint session to hear the president. I mean, they keep flying by here. Senator, great to have you with us. Thanks so much.